Hey everybody, it's Marcia Whyte with GratitudeSpeak, your life and business coach and best-selling author, speaker, and radio show host. And the link to the show is in the bit.ly link in the title. And I just wanted to share something that struck me as like an aha moment. I was recently watching an old interview with a world leader, and he used an interesting phrase to define leadership. And for those of you who don't know me, one of the things that I say about my business is I help professionals work through their loss in whatever way that loss takes shape and grow back into their leadership. So thank you for the love, but I can't see who it is that's joined, but I appreciate the support. And it struck me because he said, and I've we've all heard quotes about leadership, and we've all maybe taken courses, read things, discussed the concept of leadership, what it looks like, who has stronger attributes and qualities and whatnot. However, he said, leadership is really being able to tell the story about where we're going and how and why we need to get there. And it struck me as, can it really be that simple? Until I thought, yeah, not only can it be, but it really is. And I think it sums up beautifully all of the concepts and the teachings around leadership. And I'm not negating the need for trainings and speeches and things, but I guess it proves my point, or it lends credence to what I do and why I show up the way I do. Because when you think about telling the story, never forget that your story is in there. It is important. It is a vital part of who you are, because when we bring our experience, our expertise, and our expectations to the equation, powerful changes can be made. The journey is furthered and strengthened by our ability and our willingness to show up and serve and lead. And so when you consider the quote, leadership is being able to tell the story, well, what does that mean for you and I? That means that our story, number one, has merit. Never, ever discount whatever it is that you've been through. A lot of us have been through a lot of good times, but a lot of us have been through hell. All right? Very difficult times when we were very tempted to give up, give out, just say, y'all can take this. But the important thing is we didn't. We may have taken a hiatus. We may have cowered and turned to different things. But somewhere deep inside of all of us resides leadership qualities, leadership potentials and traits, and even intentions, if you give yourself enough credit to honestly assess. So the first step in that is recognizing that you have a story, and that it absolutely has merit, because it shapes you into the person that you are. And then when you are able to share that story, you can attract people that are drawn to certain elements of your story. And then it makes it easier for you to craft the message of, okay, here's where we're going, and here's how we intend to get there. Here's why we need to get there. And then from that, you can set reasonable expectations in terms of, what the journey is going to look like and how long it should be, and the measurable action steps. I was with a client earlier today, and we talked about big picture things, and they have homework, and we talked about reasonable, actionable, measurable steps, because all of that is in the picture. But we're taking some of this from her story, because she's had a lot of good things. She's a business owner. and she's had a lot of hell in her life. And I think that's true for all of us. It's indicative of just the human experience. But if you give your story credit and credence, give yourself some grace, because you've survived whatever the story is, however long it's been evolving, you can absolutely claim that as part of your leadership framework. And we all have it. We may not all be in positions right now of leadership when we traditionally think of, the heads of state, heads of corporations, heads of companies. That's not what this is about. This is about attracting people who understand that you've been through this, you've been through whatever it is, that it has merit, that you've survived, and they want to be able to model certain parts of that for their journey. And so I wanted to make sure that you knew about that quote, that it could resonate, so that it can resonate with you, so that you can be encouraged to look past whatever your present or former circumstances are and know that there is absolute light at the end of the tunnel, that you have been through all of that for such a time as this, or such a time as whatever is to come in your evolution. But remember, give credence to your story, craft it well, so that when you are called upon to share it, that becomes your platform, your cornerstone of strength from which you operate. And that will garner you the respect, the credibility, the trust, the reach, and everything else that is meant for you, necessary for you to guide and lead those coming behind you. Because I promise you, no matter how far along you are on the journey, no matter how difficult it's been, there is somebody else watching, wishing they were you, modeling themselves, because you have exhibited enormous strength. So just remember, leadership is being able to share your story, to tell your story in such a way that it empowers people, it encourages people, it inspires them to follow you as you're going somewhere with your life, your business, as a leader in your community, in your home, whatever your circumstance is. Now, having said that, as a leader, either in your life or your business, I'd love to talk with you for just 30 minutes or so. And you can do that by getting on my calendar using the You Can Book Me link that's in the title of this video. Because we can see if I can, support you, and if so, how best that can happen. And then we'll go from there. So hit that button, get on my calendar. Please note that I am on Eastern Standard Time in the United States. But this saves us the back and forth of what works for you, what doesn't work for you, when are you available, when are you not available, and we will get this done. So I appreciate you listening in. Please share this video out with others who may not have heard this perspective on leadership, or who may be searching for someone to help put things in perspective for their life and for their business. All right? And so until next time, remember, there is always reason and opportunity to give kindness and show gratitude. So make that your mission today and every day. And I will see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.